Salem, USA. In a medium often dismissed as disposable melodrama, Days of Our Lives has quietly become an unlikely laboratory for narrative risk-taking. Today, the show's latest video spoilers prove that daytime television isn't just surviving, it's reinventing emotional archaeology. Two parallel storylines are about to collide with the force of a Hitchcockian twist and a Cassavetes-style breakdown, and the spoiler reels are already breaking fan forums. The video that shook the set, the newly leaked promo, shot with an unsettling handheld intimacy, breaking the show's usual polished studio lighting, opens on a graveyard mist. Then, the frame cuts to Theo Carver, played with haunted precision by Cameron Johnson, staring at a faded photograph of his late mother, Dr. Lexie Carver, the iconic Renee Jones. For years, Lexie's legacy has been sacrosanct. A beloved doctor, a DiMera by blood, but a woman who chose healing over dynasty. But Theo's trembling lips tell a different story. She didn't die of the brain tumor, Theo whispers into a voice recorder, his character's new tick, a diary of confessions. The tumor was real, but what finished her was something she found in the DiMera vaults, something she couldn't unsee. This is the massive secret, teased in the spoilers, and it's not a retcon, it's a resurrection of moral ambiguity. Creativity here lies in the show's decision to weaponize a beloved character's death as a living wound. Theo's secret isn't about a long-lost twin or a faked demise, it's about knowledge as poison. The Lexie tapes, a new narrative device. The video spoilers reveal a brilliant structural innovation. Theo has discovered a series of encrypted video diaries Lexie recorded in her final months. These aren't standard soap, deathbed confessions. Instead, Lexie speaks in code, referencing a patient zero file and a DiMera biotech experiment that didn't fail. It was buried. The secret: before her tumor incapacitated her, Lexie learned that the DiMera family funded a gene therapy trial in the 2000s that accidentally created a dormant neurological trigger in several Salem citizens. That trigger, she theorized, could be activated to induce personality psychosis, turning good people into unwitting villains. The creative genius: the show is retroactively giving motive to a decade of out-of-character behavior from legacy characters. Lexie died not of cancer, but of the stress of carrying a secret that could unravel the moral fabric of Salem. Theo's mission: to find the Lexie list of potential carriers before Stefano's remaining acolytes weaponize it. This transforms grief into a detective thriller. It's The Conversation meets General Hospital. And Johnson's performance in the promo, eyes darting between rage and filial duty, suggests a young actor ready to carry a legacy. Alex and Stephanie. The anti-rom-com breakup. If Theo's plot is a slow-burn intellectual fire, Alex Kuriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, and Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, are the gasoline. The spoilers show a 7-minute continuous take, rare for daytime, set in the Kuriakis' living room. No music. Just two people destroying each other with the precision of surgeons. The breaking point is deceptively mundane. Alex admits he's been lying about working late, but not about an affair. He's been meeting with a therapist. Not for addiction or trauma, but for what he calls emotional aphasia, an inability to name his own feelings. Stephanie's reaction is not anger but exhaustion. "You've been going to a doctor to learn how to tell me you love me?" she asks. "That's not romantic, Alex. That's a performance review." The creative risk here is stunning. In a genre built on grand gestures, rain-soaked declarations, last-minute airport dashes, Days is instead offering a hyper-realistic portrait of modern intimacy breakdown. Wilson plays Alex as a man who has learned therapy speak but not vulnerability. Klein's Stephanie doesn't cry. She goes still. "I don't want your vocabulary," she says. "I want your chaos. You won't even let me see you break." Then comes the shock. Stephanie reveals she already knew about the therapist, because she's been sleeping with his husband. Not out of malice, she insists, but out of a need for someone who is already broken. The camera holds on her face as she admits, "Your secret was safe. Mine destroys us both." Soap operas are the ultimate long-form improvisation, and Days of Our Lives has been running since 1965. What these spoilers prove is that constraint breeds invention. The video format, shorter scenes, tighter close-ups, ambient sound instead of score, forces actors to communicate subtext through micro-expressions. Theo's storyline is narrative archaeology. Digging into a death from 2012, Lexie passed away on screen, and finding new emotional ore. It respects the past while building a future mystery. Alex and Stephanie's plot is emotional realism. No villains, just two people who have mistaken self-improvement for intimacy. The final shot of the spoiler video shows Theo standing outside the Demera mausoleum, a USB drive in his fist. He looks directly into the lens, breaking the fourth wall for the first time in the show's history, and says, "If I release this, I kill my mother's memory. If I don't, I kill whoever's next on that list." Meanwhile, Alex is seen packing a bag while Stephanie watches from the doorway. No music. No voiceover. Just the sound of a zipper and a door clicking shut.